a Family Ties production of Western Big Six basketball. This is Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders, and tonight we're at the Panther Den at United Township High School for another Big Six battle between the Alleman Pioneers and the UT Panthers. Panthers come in winless in the conference. Alleman, even though they're highly ranked in Class A ball, come in with a 2-3 record in the conference. And looking at the Panthers' chances tonight, being winless, I know Coach Olson's shaking his lineup a little bit tonight, Coach Sanders, and I think he's still looking for that spark that's going to get them started. You know, basketball has a second season, and he's looking for something to get a little momentum heading into that tournament.
Yep.
There's a lot of season to go, but he just hasn't been happy with the way his Chargers have been playing the last few weeks, so let's give some other boys a chance. How about Alleman?
Well, staying with UT for just a minute, too, I think the obvious is that they match up well with Alleman if they go to a smaller lineup. Alleman doesn't have the big man inside. Ryan Wood's still out, be out for another week or 10 days maybe. And so consequently, UT could go to a little smaller lineup. You know, UT didn't have much height anyway. Even when they go with the two big guys inside, they're still 6'2".
Yeah.
So I think that may be a matchup trying to go speed for speed maybe. But I'll tell you, talk about Alleman. Again, they're 2-3 in the conference, but again, highly ranked in Class A. They're #1 seed in the Erie regional, and you know, that's coming up here in not too many weeks away, so they've got to start getting ready for that. But you know, we've watched Alleman enough over the last seems like 5 or 6 years, but Pat Voss obviously is the key. He's going to make his team go. I remember the first time I think you and Coach Yount did the ball game. Maybe was that the game you did over at Alleman here a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, we had this game.
He comes into the game with a bad knee and a knee brace on and everything else, but he still controlled the ball game. And I think for the Panthers to be effective, they're going to have to try to find some way to neutralize at least Pat Voss, and maybe a smaller lineup could do that.
Well, and the last time around we saw Coach Olson's plan of attack that night, last meeting, was to keep fresh legs on Voss. They had Adrian Bandy and Cody Duran and Brian Sparks, I think, all shadowing Pat Voss wherever he went on the floor and trying to make him work extremely hard, because he's the engine that makes the Alleman machine run.
You better believe it. And I think Bandy, the games I've seen this year, Bandy has the potential to neutralize just about any player. I mean, I've seen him against him, you know, several times do that kind of job. So looking forward to taking a good look at that. And of course, you know, you got to talk about Alleman. You got to talk about it's not a one-man team.
No, absolutely not.
They're going to play 5-6 kids most of the time, and they all contribute. They've all stepped it up. I think every kid, Voss included, has stepped it up a notch from last year.
Well,
so,
you know, and they've got a lot of players coming back off that third-place team from last year, so they know what it's about.
That's exactly right.
Well, it looks like we're getting ready for the starting lineups. Bob Hansky, the Panther public address announcer here, is reading the Western Big Six credo here, talking about sportsmanship and Western Big Six ethics.
Well, I think it has been very effective towards it. I think the games that I've seen this year, the kids come, they cheer, the fans are in the ball game, but we don't have some of that stuff that's happened in the past that, you know, and you hope that stuff never comes back again. If it's gone, I hope it's gone forever. Well, we're ready to go, huh?
Here we go. Starting lineups now.
Pat Voss, first man introduced. He's a 5'10 senior. He's number 10.
And for the Panthers, starting at guard, number 20, a 6-foot senior, Brian Sparks.
Could be a good matchup. And number 20 for the Pioneers is Nate Fromelt.
For the Panthers at the other guard, number 23, a 5'10" senior, Jake Brewster.
At forward for the Pioneers, coming through that long tunnel, is number 22, Chris Watson. He's 6'2", and also a senior.
Now for the Panthers, a 6'2" sophomore, number 25, Tyson Warden.
At forward for Alleman, number 32, 6'2", another senior, Steve Soda.
And for the Panthers at forward, a sophomore at 6'1", number 33, Josh Evans.
And at center for the Alleman Pioneers is 6'2" again, and a senior, Jeff Manis.
And the big man, if you want to say that, if there's any big man on either one of these two teams. For the Panthers, another junior, number 44, 6'2", Ricardo Harris.
Well, the head coach for the Alleman Pioneers, Larry Schulte.
And for the Panthers, Scott Olson, assisted by Jason Van Hoody.
Officials for tonight's ball game, Randy Mazzarola and Paul Bullhouse. And we're ready for our national anthem. Tiffany Ramos is going to sing that for us tonight. Junior student at United Township.
National anthem, sung by Tiffany Ramos. The Western.
Tiffany Ramos. And Coach Hansky, Bob Hansky, is longtime play director here and theater person here at United Township. Gets a little plug in for Little Abner, which by the time this is aired will be over. But Tiffany Ramos has one of the starring roles there, so he got a little plug in for Little Abner tonight.
You betcha. Coach, you turn the lights out here and whoa.
Well, that does make the floor look a little brighter.
Well, I'll tell you what, you come into the Western Big Six gymnasiums and you have the lights go out and it's game time, and this should be a good ball game. I'm looking for UT to play well. Alleman, I think it's a critical game for them, for their Western Big Six chances. Obviously, coming in before Wood was injured, they had to give some thoughts to being conference champs. Now they're going to have to make some things happen, and they've got to win tonight.
Yeah, and UT controls the tip, and as we saw last time, it was a fairly low-scoring ball game. We see a lot of defense, a lot of man-to-man defense. Both coaches like to play that man-to-man. Got an early drive and shot up by Jacob Brewster.
Pioneers on the run, a little too long on that pass. Alleman opened up, coach, man-to-man defense. That's not any big surprise.
No, and they'll play that most of the way. Last time these two teams met, Alleman was victorious 47-35 and kind of had a big fourth quarter. 16-point fourth quarter to pull away and win the ball game.
Remember watching the replay of that ball game, and Alleman played fantastic defense, as did UT. You know what UT is going to play? Great defense.
They're going to make you work for every shot. They're going to challenge everything.
Oh, great play there, Boss.
Bad pass.
Breakaway. 2-0 Alleman. Boss anticipated beautifully there. Alleman goes full court pressure, man to man.
You say it almost looked like Pat was the intended recipient of that pass. He was so in front of that.
He was. Well, I'll tell you what. This time of the year, there are not many surprises. Each team pretty well knows the other team's offense, and he anticipated that pass better than the Panther player did. That's for sure. We talked
Warden looking for somebody to get it to. Over to Sparks. He's number 20. Evans to the top of the key. Warden from the arc. Little strong off the standards. Going to be Alleman's ball.
Yep. One thing about it, if UT goes to a smaller lineup, they're going to have to play more of a perimeter game. Right now, they're still looking to get the ball inside real hard to Evans and to Harris. But, again, it's a good matchup because they're 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", but Alleman's big kids are 6'2". So it's a good matchup still. Good entry pass there, return pass. Oh, nice shot that time. Chris Watson off the glass. 4-0 Alleman. 6 minutes, 14 seconds to go. First quarter action.
Brewster working against Voss now. Bringing it up.
One thing about it, Brewster could make Voss work real hard defensively. Of course, I don't know why I say that. Voss could run this whole game, come back and run another game in about 25 minutes and play all the way. Oh, wide open.
Warden from the wing, no good. Harris with the rebound, momentarily taken away by Sotos.
Good, quick hands that time by Brewster, yeah.
Jacob Brewster, quick hands in there.
Panthers got back real fast that time, Coach. They got here in a hurry. Alleman controls, set play on the out-of-bounds play. Jump shot, 15 feet off the front of the rim that time by Steve Sotos. Oh, look out.
Tell you what, so far the officials are letting them play on the rebounds. I mean, there's been a lot of contact after the ball's been secured by somebody coming in up underneath and knocking the ball loose or just flat taking it away. So we'll see if that continues here.
Oh, good entry pass.
Evans
there.
on the blocks, turnaround jumper, it's good.
Evans that time ended up with Voss on him on a switch there, and he took him to the basket. Panthers run a little zone.
Panthers playing zone last time down.
Voss, long three-pointer. Panthers draw back 4-2, and then Voss hits the three, 7-2 with just under 5 minutes to go from the Panther den.
Pat Voss's range extends well beyond the three-point arc. He can go back another 5 or 6 feet easily and still make it a good shot.
Well,
Evans has position, goes up strong. Looks like a foul going to be on Jeff Manus here.
Going to pick one up, first foul of the ball game. Yeah, body. Going to shoot two. Yeah, you're right with Voss, and Voss never loses his form on a longer. Sometimes, especially high school players, they back up 2 or 3 feet, and the form disappears. You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're working so hard to get the ball to the basket.
Exactly right.
Evans at the line now. He's looking to cut into that Alleman lead. He hits the first, 7-3.
Manus picked up that foul. That's his first foul, and Alleman's first team foul here in the first quarter. Sideline play by Alleman, trying to get that ball down before the Panthers can react back. Good ball movement by the Pioneers.
Panthers sticking with the zone.
Oh, entry pass, nice one there. Oh, nice pass there. Found the open man, won't go.
Rebound Panthers. Warden comes out with it.
Manus got a good shot. They got the ball into the low post, popped it right back to free throw line. Manus had a wide open shot.
Interesting that the Panthers are playing zone.
They haven't played much of that, have they?
No.
No.
They haven't played much of that at all in Coach Olson's tenure here at UT.
Right. Well, again, you take a look at, and here again, scouting reports and past ball games, and maybe they figure their opportunities are better if they can, keep pressure on Voss, don't give him the long shots, but maybe they're tempting these other kids to take a longer shot. See what happens. Boy, Alleman moves that ball so quick. Inside, Pat, nice play inside that time. Chris Watson stayed alive, didn't he?
That's his second hoop. Then he didn't travel. He did a lot of moving in there, but he didn't travel.
And then the Panthers did a nice job. And he had the ball inside, no foul, but kept lots of pressure on him. Made that a very difficult shot.
Panthers with their motion offense, trying to shake somebody loose. Evans has got loose on the blocks twice. Now he goes to the hole. He's going to pick up.
Foul on Manus again, I think. Was that the first
I believe
foul?
that's his second.
Yeah. 2 fouls on Manus, 2 on the Pioneers, and that's not good.
That ball was on the floor, so that's not a shooting foul. Panthers will inbound. Warden with the ball. Okay. Finds Harris, can't handle the pass. Harris had a pretty uncontested shot there if he'd have handled the pass cleanly.
First sub coming in the ball game right now. Paul Linden's coming in the ball game for Alleman. He's a 6'6" junior, followed by number 24. That's Dan Coyne-Logan's going to come in the ball game. And a couple subs here.
Watson and Manus are going to go to the bench. Manus with his 2 fouls. And that's a little more height in the lineup now for the Pioneers.
Well, I talked to Coach Schulte quite a while before the ball game, among other things that we visited about. He was hoping the bigger kids could come in and contribute some good minutes for him right now. He knows when he gets Wood back. Oh, nice shot that time by Nate Vermelt. But he knows getting Wood back will give him some more strength inside. But he figures that, if Paul Linden, 6'6", Dan Parsons, number 54, 6'6", Craig DeDecker is 6'8". So he gets a few of those kids in there and get a couple good minutes.
Ooh.
Alleman's going to pick up another one.
Yeah, we got a weak side rebound there. Sparks went up and Coyne-Logan was right underneath him.
Yep. Dan Coyne-Logan picked up that foul. That's 3 fouls now on the Pioneers.
Come Terrence Clark checking in the lineup now for Ricardo Harris. You know, as I look back on it, though, the last Big Six game we did, Coach Sanders, was over at Rock Island, Moline and Alleman last week. Moline played Alleman zone the entire game.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what,
and Alleman had a little trouble with it. They had some good looks at the basket, but they didn't shoot as well as they would have liked.
Nice inside rebound, number 32. Ball pops loose. Coyne Logan comes up with it. Brewster picks up the foul. Good inside look and good kept that ball alive by Alleman. I will say this, you talked about that zone defense, and we've had Moline several times, and man, they are really playing that zone real well right now. And I think you're right. That'd be, you know, I know like with you and I coaching football, there seems like for each team there becomes the defensive choice, and maybe the way Moline did that, everybody figures, well, that defense, the zone defense, maybe how to play Alleman, but you got to cover that guy. 3 points. 3-point Pat Voss.
Pat Voss, his second three.
You do have to identify, even in zone, you've got to identify the shooters. Panthers are trying to get a timeout, and they got one. It's 15-4, Coach. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Why don't we take a break and come right back, and we'll see what the Panthers have in store. We'll be right back. 3 threes. Yow! I'm looking out there. Hey, we're back. Jim Smith with Jim Sanders here at the Panther Den. Alleman Pioneers jump out quickly to a 15-4 lead on the strength of two 3-pointers by Pat Voss. Nate Fromelt has a 3-pointer. And then Chris Watson has 2 baskets in the paint.
Have to hurry, Coach. We'll get 10 seconds here. Got the ball in. No, oh, nice anticipation, Voss. Pioneers on the run. Panthers hustle back. Voss stops, pops for 3. Got it. 3 points, Pat Voss. 18-4. Pioneers looking like one of the top-rated teams in the state, Coach.
Well, they're shooting the ball extremely well. Panthers get it across the timeline.
They're finding a lot of good shots right now, too, though. I mean, you can get that shot Voss put up that time anytime you bring the ball down the court.
Yeah,
so
they're not going to guard you out there at that 23-foot mark.
No, they shouldn't, unless you're Pat Voss. Huge rebound inside that time. Steve Sodas just cleared that rebound out.
Steve Sodas has got to be one of the best 6-foot 2-inch rebounders that you'll see.
Yeah. Now, Coach, he does what the basketball coaches really want him to do. He gets real wide. You know, I mean, there's a lot of 6'7", 6'8" guys that stand there and they don't get any width.
And he's a good jumper. He's a good jumper. Adrian Bandy checks in now.
And you know they're going to put him right on Voss right off the bat if they play man.
Now the Panthers picking up the defensive pressure. Now they're trying to trap a little bit here. Now they'll drop back.
Oh, pop that ball out nice. That's good offense right there. I'll tell you, Steve Sodas clears the rebound at one end, pops that ball up, 21-4, 1:05 to go here in the first quarter. Pioneers are threatening to make this thing a blowout early. Panthers, you know, are the Panthers, so they'll come back here eventually.
15 points on 3 threes. We're going to get a charge. There's Sotos down at this end taking the charge. Terrence Clark takes the pass.
You know, if you replay that, you know, if you got this taped at home, just replay that. You got Sodas on a huge rebound down here, takes the out pass and makes a nice shot here and comes down here and draws a charge. Now, what else can a kid do on 3 possessions? Can't do any more than that.
Got some subs in now. Cody Duran checks in for the Panthers. Chris Watson's back in for the Pioneers.
Oh, nice drive. Coyne Logan. Power move inside that time. Steve Soda, excuse me, 23-4. 35 seconds to go, first quarter. Alleman trying to go to 3-3 in the conference. 15-5 overall.
Evans comes up short. Evans has all the Panther points. Got a basket and 2 free throws, and that's the extent of the Panther.
That's right, and not nearly enough right
Panthers
now.
are a dribble slow tonight. They've had some men open in the paint under the basket.
Yes, they have, Coach.
And they put the ball on the floor instead of passing the ball.
Craig DeDecker, number 50, comes in the ball game, and Steve Soda's going to take a 23-second rest here.
Comes Matt Cunningham in for the Panthers. Tyson Warden's going to go out. 23 seconds, 23-4.
Man,
Pioneers dominate the first quarter.
UT wanted, obviously. When you're going to try to upset a good basketball team, get that first conference win, you don't want to start the ball game like this. Alleman's got two big kids in there, right? DeDecker's in and Linden's in, both 6 foot. DeDecker's 6'8", and Linden's 6'6". They get Wood back and put him in there at 6'6", and Alleman becomes a real tall ball club.
Panthers have to start doing something with the ball now.
They better shots. Good play.
Well, they got a good look at it. Terrence Clark had a nice shot from the wing. Didn't make it, so at the end of one, Pioneers rolling.
You bet. Coach,
to a 23-4.
Why don't we get some looks at the cheerleaders tonight? How's that sound?
We'll bet.
Get UT here before we go to break. UT cheerleaders. Well, let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Second quarter action. We leave here at the Panther Den. The Pioneers lead 23-4.
Yow!
Make it stop.
Man, this isn't even any fun.
Elijah. Good game. Great game.
All right, here we go. Ready, John? Well, Panthers will inbound the ball here to begin the second quarter. They trail 23-4. Josh Evans, all the Panther points. Pioneers really lit up the three-point land in that first quarter. 5 threes. 15 of their 23 points from beyond the arc. Pat Voss hit a couple of giant threes. Ben Fagerlund has been inserted in the lineup for the Panthers now. Got a feeling all the Panthers are going to get to play tonight, Coach Sanders.
Well, they're going to have to, and I tell you, getting some good minutes out of Paul Linden. Coach Schulte is going to try to get some of these bigger kids some extra minutes. He's doing a nice job inside now, especially on Fagerlund in there. Strong. Well, there's a good rebound.
Fagerlund battles for the rebound, kicks it to Duran. 13-footer, pops it, it's good.
You know, the difference there, and Cody made a great shot there, but the difference is when Alleman gets the ball in that position, they're looking to shoot. Cody's looking to pass first. Shot is an afterthought. Voss trying to figure out what his range is tonight. That one came just inside the center jump circle. Nice inside move by Sotis again. Steve Sotis.
Sotos can crank the three, and he's real strong in the paint.
Oh, man.
He's got some good leaping ability.
Really nice basketball player. Looking for timeout. Looks like a quick timeout call there, but oh, look out. Woo! Coach, he was attacked down there in the corner. He couldn't get up. He knew he couldn't get up. That calls a timeout. Panthers use their second timeout. Coach Olson has a minute or two to talk to the officials. Let's take a look now at the Alleman cheerleaders as they try to get their fans fired up. It's a little easier to get the Alleman fans fired up right now.
Well, 25-6. Yeah, that might be just a little easier. This is Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders. We're at the Panther Den tonight. And the Panthers are really struggling at the offensive end right now. They're not in any kind of rhythm. You got to give the Pioneer players some credit for the defensive pressure they allowed. They're not getting very many good looks at the basket. When they do get a decent shot, it looks like they're hurrying the shot a little bit. They've been off.
I think and part of it too is, I just mentioned just a minute or so ago, you know, it just doesn't look like the Panthers right now feel very comfortable shooting the ball. They're always looking to get the ball to the next guy, and maybe he'll be the one to shoot it, and it's just not happening that way. There's a shot. Now you want to take that. Whether it goes in or not doesn't make any difference. Take that open shot.
Josh Evans, 3 points. 25-9 now, Pioneers.
Soda, stop, pop, count it. Wow. They're on fire, the Pioneers, 27-9, 6:12 to go here in the second quarter.
You know, we don't keep shooting stats up here, folks, but if we did, I'm sure the Pioneers would be shooting well into the 60% range.
You bet. You bet. They're all good looks, though. They haven't forced, I can't remember them forcing one shot yet.
Mandy on the dribble through the lane, puts it up off the glass and good.
Now the Panthers shooting that ball.
Yeah, but Coach Olson has obviously told them let's be a little more aggressive with the basketball.
Logan on the drive.
We're going to get a block foul.
Yeah.
As Coyne Logan was coming down the lane, we got a block called on, I believe he's looking at Josh Evans. We'll see here. Yeah.
Slid sideways, but it ended up being a good foul because Alleman was going to get a basket in a big hurry there.
That's his second. 14 fouls now for the Panthers. Here comes some subs in. Brewster, Sparks, Terrence Clark back in.
Pioneers are going with Voss, Watson, Dan Coyne Logan. Big guy inside is Paul Linden, number 52. And that leaves me with I don't want to forget Steve Sodas. There's a wide open shot. Well, he traveled. Good rebound, but he traveled. You know, talking to Coach Schulte, he's just hoping that somewhere along the line Dan Coyne Logan can kind of regain some of that form he had last year. He's had a real rough start to this season, but you figure if you can get Coyne Logan firing that ball in like he can and get Wood back, get DeDecker and Linden some playing time, the big kids inside, we may see how the Pioneers play in Peoria again this year. A nice rebound that time. Kept the ball alive. Chris Watson kept it alive and came up with that ball. In the lineup, number 40, Jeff O'Hearn comes in. He's a 6'3 junior. Also coming in for the Pioneers is number 20, Nate Vermelt, the 5'10 junior. So Coach is getting some juniors in the ball game right now.
Yeah, we're getting some playing time here. Panthers have been man-to-man this quarter now. That's what I think that's their preferred defense. They want to play that. They work on that more than they do the zone, I'm sure.
Well, good quick hands by Evans that time.
Oh, they're knocking heads down there. Be careful, boys.
40's going to pick one up, I think. Jeff O'Hearn going to pick a foul up. Unless he goes 5-0, and there is no 5-0 out there. Sub coming in for the Pioneers, number 12, Kevin McLean, 5'10 senior. And Chris Watson's going to sit down. Well, you're talking about, Moline's success with the zone, but one thing you always have to figure out is that, their success is because they've been playing it for about the last 14 games.
Since before Christmas.
Right, so consequently they're going to be better at it.
And they can really plug the lane on you.
Whoa!
Long three by Brian Sparks.
Oh, look out. Sodas comes up with a rebound. Quick outlet pass.
Panthers only getting one shot right now.
Right. And not a real good one sometimes. Voss to Vermelt. Nice quick pass. Quick shot. Didn't go. Good hustle and a foul. Boy, Kevin McLean, coach, had the shot. Little left-handed jump shot. Went after the ball and committed a foul.
Pioneer boys are really working hard. They're really hustling in here. Ricardo Harris set the check in. Here he comes. He's going to come back in for Fagerland now.
4 minutes, 20 seconds to go here. The Pioneers lead the Panthers 27-11.
Brewster on the break. Nice dish over to Sparks. Flicked out of bounds by Voss.
Quick hands by Voss that time. You're going to put 2 in the book against most any other player, defensive player except Voss.
Sparky never even got a shot off. Never even got it up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Brewster from the 3. Little strong, no good. Terrence Clark with the rebound off Voss again out of bounds.
In the lineup for the Pioneers comes number 43. That's Jeff Manus. Comes back in. Manus, remember, has 2 fouls. We'll see how that goes. It's 4:11 to go here, so he's got at least 1 foul in this quarter before he'd have to sit down again. So we'll see how he reacts. But he's a good rebounder for him also. But I'll tell you what, though, Linden came in and Manus was in trouble.
Didn't lose a beat, did they?
Didn't lose a beat, really. He did some good rebounding and intimidated the Panthers, I think, a little bit inside.
Turnover by the Panthers gives Alleman another chance. It's become kind of apparent here in this quarter. The Panthers are going to be more aggressive with the ball and try to shoot themselves back into this ball game.
Have to. The way they're getting 1 shot off every minute, they couldn't get enough shots if they made them all there for a while. But this game has slowed way down. Long 3 that time set up there by Steve Sodas won't go.
Terrence Clark with the board. Sparks. There's Voss. Those quick hands. Pat Voss fills the passing lanes and with great anticipation really most of the time. He kind of has he just sees the court so well. I think Coach Schulte alluded to that after the a game not too long ago. I read some remarks in the newspaper. He said Pat Voss sees the floor so well that
he does, really.
He anticipates both ends of the floor. Long shot by Evans.
Good hustle that time. Manus blocks a shot and then saves the ball from going out of bounds on the break. Harris going to pick up a good foul, I guess, if there is such a thing.
Took a big swipe at the ball, and I think all he caught was the side of his little Kevin McLean's head.
Yeah, you talked about Voss, going back to that same topic real quickly. His soccer playing experience, and I'm not a soccer person by any stretch of imagination, but I think they're obviously passing lanes and so forth in soccer, and he's kind of probably used to running to those lanes, and that, you know, he's getting that practice year round,
yeah,
along with the basketball stuff. And of course, I think you and I would both agree, had he played football for 4 years, probably unlimited defensive secondary and or receiving potential.
Running back or quarterback, for that matter.
For that matter, exactly.
You know,
right.
with his kind of leadership and the playmaking.
Yeah, you're right.
Tyson Warden from the baseline gets his first 2 of the night.
Well, 27-13, Coach. 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Long pass ahead.
Well, Alleman's not quite as organized as they were that first 5 or 6 minutes of that first quarter, and this thing has kind of slowed way down for them. They've been stuck here around the 27 mark for quite a while.
Well, they're not moving the ball quite as crisply against this man-to-man as they were against the zone. Maybe they anticipated a little zone tonight and worked a little more on that.
I'll tell you what, they were ready for that 2-3 zone. I'll guarantee you that much. But they're also, now you take a look, Alleman's starting to pass up a shot or two. Little knee there. Mercer going to pick that one up.
Yeah.
Boy, Voss, how do you guard him, though, Coach? You come out to guard him if you can't shoot the 3. I guess you got to hope he misses a 3.
Drives around you.
I just hope you miss some 3s here. That's about all you can do.
Yeah. Second foul on Brewster. That's the 6th team foul now on the Panthers. Alleman will be in the bonus the rest of the half. They lead by 14 with 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Nice drive there. Manus from the free throw line, off the front of the rim. Our man Sotis is there again. Ball stripped away from Manus again. Hard drive to the basket. Won't go. Panthers come up with it. Trapping defense now. Zone trap. UT's not going to get across the line, but don't have to. Voss comes up. Oh, to travel. Pick that ball up and travel is the call.
Yeah, Panthers got a break there.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what.
Alleman gets 2 looks at the basket. The Panthers finally get the rebound and almost
get a 10-second
call.
Yeah. Off a defensive rebound. The Pioneers putting a little more pressure on, picking them up about 3/4 court now, dropping back. It's going to be half-court trap. Panthers dribble into it. Loose ball. Jump ball. You know, you work with your kids and work with your kids. We all know against that half-court trap, the worst thing to do is to dribble it in and pick up your dribble right across the 10-second line. But
get yourself trapped in the corner.
But I thought Alleman did a nice job, Coach, of disguising that a little bit, because they went to 3/4 court, but they put on absolutely no pressure until UT got the ball across the 10-second line.
Came across the timeline.
Once it came across there, then they pinched that real good.
Fagerlund and Duran back in for the Panthers now.
Alleman's got Voss. Dan Coyne-Logan's in the ball game. Sotis, of course. Manus and Watson. No, excuse me. Number 20 is Vermelt.
Here we go. I got a breakaway for the Panthers. If we can just handle the ball, we're going to get a double dribble called.
One thing, you know, in a game like this, the Panthers are getting beat by 14 points, but we always want to talk about hustle. I mean, they're always, you know, they're giving you 100% effort, but to claw your way back into this, you got to do it a little bit at a time. Just a real patient, I think.
Yeah, you can't get it all at once, and it looked like 2 Panthers there were battling each other for the ball, and
really,
they're getting a little too anxious.
Oh, 2-on-1
we got
break
numbers
here now. Coyne-Logan. That's to Watts, or to Sotis. I'm
nice pass,
identifying the guys by the wrong name. I'm sorry about that. Steve Sotis on the basket.
29-13. Pioneers in total command.
Oh, look at Fagerlund wide open, Coach. He's standing all by himself in the middle of the lane, but the Panthers can't find him.
Warden. Long 2-point basket. That's his second hoop of the night. 29-15.
Manus. No good.
Rebound, Fagerlund kicks it to Brewster. Pulls up from the paint. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. No good. Gets his rebound again. Oh, yeah, Warden gets it. He's going to try it from the baseline. He hits it.
Count it.
Tyson Warden, big hoop there. And the foul is going to be on. Who was in the vicinity there? That Coin
20,
Logan?
I think, is going to not. I think they're going to. I thought they called on 20. Nate Vermelt, he's out there, I think. Yep, that's on Vermelt, number 20.
That's his first.
Going for a three-point play here, Coach, the old-fashioned way.
And we get it. So Tyson Warden has 7 points in the second quarter here.
He's doing a nice job, isn't he, Coach?
As the rest of the Panthers have 7 points. So
That's right.
he's hit 3 baskets and a free throw.
Well, Alleman's got to kind of regain their composure a little bit. 29-18, 24 seconds to go. Spread the floor now, going a little. Cutters off the high post. A lot of picks here. 15 seconds to go. Run it down for one shot. Voss in control out front. 9 seconds. On the move. Oh, nice pass inside. Sodas fakes. Notice, no shot. Gets his own rebound with 2 seconds. Ball is in. And the buzzer goes off. I know it went off, Coach, because the lights went on. That's the only way I could tell whether the buzzer went off. But we're at halftime right now here from the Panther Den. You are watching TCI Channel 38. It's a Family Ties production. Jim Smith and Jim Sanders here. The Pioneers lead 31-18. And we'll be back with some stats and things right after the halftime. So we'll be right back.
And after halftime, for the beginning of the second quarter, Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders here bringing you the action. Western Big Six basketball on TCI Channel 38. Family Ties production.
You made it back real early, Coach. We're not hardly winded even from coming from downstairs.
Yeah,
We're in the locker room. We're in the locker room. We're doing some reporting from the locker rooms, of course. So,
well, you know, here's an interesting, I don't know if you call it a statistic, but both teams only have 4 players that have scored in the first half.
oh wow, didn't know that.
Panthers have 2 players with 7 points, those being Evans and Warden. And 2 more players with 2 points, Duran and Bandy. And the Pioneer players, they have also 4 players that have scored. But Pat Voss has 11 first quarter points.
Wow.
For his total at the halftime. And Steve Sotos picked up the slack. He had 8 second quarter points to go with his 5 in the first quarter. So he's the leading scorer on the night with 13 in the first half.
Wow.
So,
well, neither team got a shot off in their first possession. We played almost 40 seconds, a little over 40 seconds. 1 possession for the Panthers, turnover, 1 possession for the Pioneers. The Panthers outscored the Pioneers there, didn't they, Coach?
they scored out 14-8 in the second quarter there, so they crept back a little bit, but 23-4 first quarter is a big hill to climb.
That's a huge hill, almost like a mountain. Voss kicks that ball out, wide open shot from the corner, off the rim by Watson. Sodas, our man Sodas again. Oh, look at this. Tomatoes up, no good. Block. I think that shot was partially blocked.
I don't know if Manus had trouble handling that pass, but he hesitated right off the bat going up, and then he kind of got off and got bothered. Well, let's set the lineups here. We've got Brewster, Evans, Sparks, Harris, and Warden for the Panthers. Those are the starters.
And looking at jump ball coming here. And it looks like the Pioneers got their starting lineup back in there again with Voss, Vermelt, Watson. Looking, Manus is out there, and of course Sodas.
Panthers are going to pressure now, full court. Pass over the top.
Oh, 2-on-1. Manus, jumper. Ricardo Harris got up underneath him a little bit, no call. Count that basket though, 33-20. Pioneers lead, third quarter action here from the Panther Den. Western Big Six basketball.
Ricardo Harris from the free throw line. He gets hit after the shot.
Got him about up underneath that one. Oh, I tell you, the official says he hit him on the arm on the way up, so it wasn't a body foul. Those are things you hope as a coach. Down at the far end here, Harris kind of got up underneath Manus that time, but this time he got him on the arm. So that foul on number 32, Steve Sodas, his first foul, first team foul on the Pioneers here in the third quarter.
Ricardo Harris picks up his first point of the night. Pioneers 12-point lead, 33-21. Early in the second half.
Oh, in and out
and he gets his second one. Panthers perfect from the line tonight.
Well, that'll help if they keep shooting free throws well. Voss, nice fake. Penetrates. Pops it out for 3. From out, count it. Beautiful play. Voss penetrates, kicks it out. Vermel took a quick look and see, am I on the line or behind? Took about a quarter of a step backwards.
Nate did a good job of looking down, checking to see where his feet were. He's got 2 hoops on tonight, both from 3-point land. Brewster, nice drive, pull up, pops it from the paint, won't go.
Bad luck here.
Steve Soto's rakes the
Pioneers
rebound.
trying to fill all 3 lanes, but they only get 2 of them filled right now. And a jump ball. Nice play by Evans.
Now Evans trailing the play, and Sparks, I believe, made Voss stop the penetration, and as he turned back, Evans was there to tie him up, and the Panthers will have the ball on the alternating possession.
Alleman was trying to fill all 3 lanes, but they ended up getting 5-second call. That's good defense again.
Good defense by the Pioneers. Panthers couldn't get open, and they weren't guarding the inbounds.
No.
They were denying the pass.
Quick bounce pass. Manus gets bumped once, turns, scores. Well, that takes a good athlete to do that,
Coach. Say, Jeff Manos kept his composure and his balance, kept himself together.
38-22, and then now, like in the first quarter, Alleman's starting to run off and hide a little bit here in the third quarter.
Got subs up off the Panther bench now. First dead ball opportunity. They'll be into the ball game. Brewster on the dribble, kicks it to Sparks. Drives down the left side.
There's a good
Harris in the paint.
There you
puts
go.
it on the floor, up and through. 4 points now for Ricardo Harris.
Voss penetrates, stops, pops off the rim, won't go. Unlucky again. Sodas on the big rebound, won't go.
No, I'm not so sure. Well, we'll talk about it after this play here. Sparks from 3. Ooh, in and out. Evans with the rebound, put back. It goes, he's fouled. Looks like Steve Sotos.
Yep, Sotos going to pick up, his second?
Second, and the team's second here in the third quarter. Here comes Duran. Bandy checking into the ball game.
In the line,
and Ben Figlin.
Dan Coyne-Logan's going to come in the ball game. And Framelt's going to sit down. Another sub coming. Number 30, Mike Watson's going to make a move here. And we'll see who he's coming in for. Going to give Chris Watson a rest.
His twin brother Chris is going to go out.
Wow.
So Josh Evans is going to go to the line now, see if he can make that 3-point play a little strong. Ball's loose. Manus comes up with it.
Oh,
Evans
nice
from
hustle.
behind.
Good hustle. Can't fault the hustle.
And that's his third. Panthers
Also
first here in the second.
Also, don't want him out of that lineup, that's for sure. Pioneers inbound that ball. A little warm here tonight, Coach. A little cool outside, deep snow. Fans got here. Nice crowd here at the Panther Den. Unforced error there. Although Duran did a nice job of kind of taking away that passing lane at the last second.
Voss threw it about where he had to throw it, and Coyne-Logan just couldn't quite get to the spot. Pioneers heavy pressure now. Got Duran trapped. We got a reach-in foul on Watson, who was just checked into the ball game. That's Mike Watson. That's his first.
One thing you notice, officials I think are doing a nice job in this ball game. I thought they did a pretty good job in the sophomore game too. So many times a player had his hands up and figures you can do about anything as long as you don't reach in, but they were bumping and moving him. The next thing you got to call is traveling. You're sure not going to call traveling when the guy's getting banged like that. So
Rock Island always been great at that, I think.
Really good at that.
Not getting you with the hands, but boy, really putting pressure on you with the lower body.
You bet.
Tyson Warden drives the baseline, goes up for the shot. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
Dan Coyne-Logan going to pick up that foul.
That's his second. 4 team fouls now for the Pioneers. First half we didn't get to the line.
Nope.
Either team.
Well, right now, if the Panthers continue to penetrate and draw fouls, right now the best part of their game is the free throw.
If they can get to the line and score without that clock running out.
You bet. That's how you make a nice comeback. And it's 38-28 is our score. 10-point lead. 4 minutes, 7 seconds to go.
Warden hits his 10th and 11th points on the night now.
Coming from 19 down. The Panthers are back to within 10 here. Middle of the third quarter. Plenty of time. Nice drive off the front of the rim that time. Coyne-Logan can't make that ball go down.
Ben Figlin high for the rebound. Gets it head to Duran. Pushes it up. Bandy on the baseline. Kicks it back to Duran. Around the horn, Evans has an idea from 3, drives down the lane, puts up, and good, Josh Evans.
38-30
His 11th point. Well, the Panthers got it back down to single digits now. 8-point Pioneer lead. We got to reach in. We got to reach in.
That's a big foul
And
there.
if that's on Evans, that's a big one. I didn't see. That's got to be who it's on.
In the lineup, Nate Fremelt's going to come back in the ball game. Mike Watson's going to sit down. That's Evans' 4th foul, huh, Coach?
Evans' 4th foul. He's got 2 fouls here in the second half. It takes his 11 points to the bench.
Yeah, and your team's only got 30. By
He and Tyson Warden both have 11.
Oh,
Nice
look at that.
look, Voss to Sotos.
Oh my gosh.
Warden
What a
challenges.
beautiful, what a beautiful pass. Lost to Sotos. And Alleman's going to step the free throw line now. Steve Sotos, 6'2" senior. Been a big force in this ball game already, Coach.
13 points in the first half. Looking to get his first points in the second half. A little short.
Shot that ball backing up just a little bit there.
He's their
Released it,
leading
hit it back.
rebounder. He averages about a little over 6 rebounds a game, I think.
Well, that's for sure.
Misses them both. Fagerlund with the rebound.
And he averages around 13 points a ball game also. So he had a, compared to some games, he had a huge first half.
Warden from the baseline. Count it. Here come the Panthers. 38-32. 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Panthers really got the pressure turned up now.
Lots of pressure. Manus is loose underneath, but he's so far away that you can't get the ball to him. Panthers doing a good job. On the drive, Manus at the free throw line. Back out to Voss. Penetrates. Left-handed shot on the perimeter. Panther ball.
Warden, good weak side rebound. Whew. Voss about picked his pocket. Durand pulls up, pops.
Alleman needs a timeout.
10-footer.
Now.
Make that a 4-point Pioneer lead. Boy, have the Panthers really fought back in this ball game.
19 points down to 4. Voss off the front of the rim. Rebound. Sotos on the putback. When you needed a play, Steve Sotos puts the ball back in on an offensive rebound. 40-34, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Chris Watson comes back in, and Dan Coyne-Logan will sit down.
Comes Brian Sparks back in for Tyson Warden. That foul was on Ben Fagerlund. That's his first. 4 team fouls apiece now. Sotos is at the line. Nails that one.
Sub coming in. Manus is going to sit down. He's played most of this third quarter without picking up that foul. 52, Paul Linden, 6'6", junior, comes in. Good defense that time by Alleman. 2:17 to go. 41-34. Alleman leads. Panthers are clawing back into this thing. Oh! That ball was tipped. That ball was tipped. That's the decision by the official.
Randy Mazzarola caught that one. That ball looked awfully. That looked way too far off the mark to be not tipped.
Well, I was hoping that, because that ball was, when that ball left his hands, that baby was heading up in the air, so probably got tipped right there.
Man, he drops it down to Clark. Has trouble handling it.
Jump ball.
We get a jump ball. Paul Linden just stands straight up, hands straight up in the air.
Yeah, shot the ball right into his hand.
Man, he gave a real nice pass down to Terrence Clark. Just couldn't quite get the handle on it.
2 minutes to go here, third quarter, 41-34. The Pioneers trying to hold on. The Panthers are clawing back into this thing. Voss penetrates, kicks it out, and a foul. Good effort.
Sparks kind of slipped there. He's going to pick up his first foul. That's 5 on the Panthers now in this quarter.
I don't know if you noticed it or not, but of course, Alleman kind of went back to their starters, and they ended up putting Linden back in for Manus to stay away from the fouls. But this game got tight, and Alleman just shifted gears a little bit. They're just playing a lot fast, playing like they did in the first quarter. Yeah, it's hard, 20-point lead.
Well, they've adjusted to the tempo of play. The Panthers have picked up the pressure a little bit on defense.
About that.
And the Pioneers are responding. The Panthers had it to 4 points, had cut that lead to 4 points.
Nice drive, and it goes. Took the ball right to Terrence Clark. 43-34, 9-point lead, 1:25 to go.
13 points for Pat Voss on the night.
How many was that, Coach?
13.
13. Well, he's averaging about 17 points a ball game, 17, 18 points a ball game, so he's going to come close to his average.
Bandy long three. No, won't go. Battle for the rebound. Fagerlin. Linden. Refs confer. It's going to be the Panthers' ball out of bounds.
One of those situations, I think the official knew who was supposed to have it, but sometimes your mind goes which direction to point. So in a big crowd like this, he could be yelling white, 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 and nobody'd ever hear it, but
you ever yell the one color and point the opposite direction?
No,
You ever do that one?
I'm sure I must have. 20 years or 25 years of doing this stuff. I'm sure I've done just about everything, I think.
We got too much work inside there. Linden on Fagerlin. They were jockeying for position. That's going to go against Paul Linden.
Coach Cote has had some really good minutes out of Paul Linden tonight, and I know, like I said, I mentioned earlier that in our discussion before the ball game, he was hoping some of the big kids could start getting some quality minutes. If you can do that, boy.
Well, and he knows that the Panthers play real physical brand of ball inside there, even if they're not very tall. They've got some good, strong kids in there, and they want somebody to combat that. Bandy from the base changes his mind on the shot. Sparks penetrates,
nice
drops
play.
it to Clark, up, no good. Wave that basket off. Terrence Clark
Coach Olson going to pick up a technical foul.
gets a charging foul. We're going to have a technical foul called on the UT coach, I do believe.
Well, the question would be, is whether the Clark's moved the basket and the defender was maybe clear underneath the basket and maybe get away without calling it, but you still can't run halfway to half court yelling at the official no matter what.
No, he was onto the floor.
He was on the floor, and he got some air time. Coach had a little hang time on one of those jumps there, and when he came down, you can't. I always thought if I was coaching basketball, I'd wear those real soft-soled shoes. You don't want to hear you land.
You don't want to pound that floor when you come down.
No, land soft.
Those are big points.
Big points there. 2 points for the Panthers. There's taken away because of the charge. Boss on the technical foul free throws. Now, Coach Olson, you check the rules out now. Of course, you fans know this. But now, the coaching box is no longer in existence for Coach Olson. He must sit down.
He must remain on the bench.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Certain times, there's a foul on UT. Certain times he can get up. He can stand up now to signal a timeout or celebrate a good play. But he can no longer stand there and coach his kids.
Well, another subtle thing that might have slipped by here on that charging foul on Terrence Clark, the technical foul, put Alleman into the bonus.
Yep.
Because that counts against your team total. And here's Voss at the line. He'll shoot one and the bonus.
But you get a picture of Coach Olson over on the sideline now. It's real. He's using the rule now because he was standing up and he was coaching, but he was clapping his hands at the same time. So he's celebrating the fact that UT just fouled Alleman.
Yeah.
Which may or may not be within the
excellent foul. And while you're at
nice job. Number 12 checks in the ball game again. Kevin McLean is in, and I think Chris Watson, number 22, sits down. Alleman's done a good job of keeping the Panthers from getting that ball in bounds. They got the whole court to work with.
Ahead to Harris.
Nice play
back
there.
to Bandy.
18 seconds, Coach. 47-34. Alleman's built that lead from what? Was it 4?
4. It was 38-34, and they've scored 9 unanswered points here.
47-34.
Started off
now
by Sotis' 3-point play. And
6 seconds. Panthers going to have trouble getting a shot now. Bandy, a runner, won't go. Again, with about 22 seconds to go, I'm sure Coach Olson would have preferred a little better shot than that, but Panthers make a good run at the Pioneers here in the middle of the third quarter, but Alleman, 9-0 run at the end, and Alleman leads 47-34, and we'll take a break here. We're at the Panther Den. Fourth quarter action coming up.
Well, we're back here at the Panther Den. Along with Jim Sanders, this is Jim Smith. Pioneers 47-34 lead. However, the Panthers had that after trailing by 13 at the half. Panthers fought their way back into a 38-34 ball game.
Quick foul that time on number 12, Kevin McLean.
And the Pioneers came back and scored 9 unanswered points. So as a result, both teams scored 16 points in that third quarter. Panthers scored all their points in the first half of the quarter and then kind of went cold, and the Pioneers answered back and got that lead back.
Another quick foul.
Got 2 quick fouls now on One on the inbounds before play even started.
You know, one thing might be of interest to our fans, on that inbounds play to start the quarter there was a foul before the ball came inbounds. And somebody might question is whether the Panthers would lose the alternate possession because of that, but the possession arrow changes as soon as the ball is handed to the man coming inbounds. So at that point in time, the possession arrow changes. So the next jump ball will go towards Alleman, but that's 2 quick fouls, and now the bonus is in effect now for UT. So free throw shooting contest.
Now here's the one that has totally escaped me. Jacob Brewster, who's been the Panthers' leading scorer all season, has just scored his first point of the night on that free throw. And he hits 1 of 2 up from out of bounds.
On the line.
Toe on the line.
Well, you know, again, it may be the part of the game plan for Alleman is to make sure Brewster doesn't get his 10 or 11 points that he's averaging. And there's a chance it's going to happen like that. Hunter coming in, huh?
Yeah, D. Hunter coming in for Terrence Clark now, sophomore.
Well, you notice that the trap with Brewster out front and Voss is on the point of that press. Oh, nice shot.
Brian Sparks hits his first basket of the night to get into the scoring column with a big 3. Well, here comes the Panthers. Got it back to single digits now, 47-38.
UT needs to make a run and then not allow the Pioneers to turn it up a notch. So we'll see how this happens. Voss moves well, drives, fires one up, out of control.
D. Hunter comes in and gets his first board of the game.
Voss on him. Senior against the sophomore. Nice ball movement.
Penetrates.
Oh, nice effort there. No shot. Got to get a shot every time down the court, and you need a good shot. UT needs a good shot every time down the floor now. Alleman's getting lots of good looks. Wide walked. Good call.
Yep, Soto's had one too many moves in there. A little head fake, a little ball fake, and his feet were moving.
Ball fake, and while you're on the run, generally leads to traveling.
Yeah, you can't quite get your feet stopped. Josh Evans up off the bench now for the Panthers. He's got 4 fouls, but Coach Olson can't afford to let him sit much longer.
No, that's true. Panthers in the middle of a little run here right now.
He's got 11 points. Tyson Warden leads all scores for the Panthers with 13.
Good job breaking that press.
Sparks going to try that 3 again. No good.
Won't go. Perfect.
Soto's another rebound.
Weak side rebound. You talked about that a little bit a while ago.
Yeah, that Steve Sotos, boy, he's got a knack.
Yeah. Coach, you've been around basketball a long time, played and all that stuff, and I'll tell you what, there's just some guys just seem to know where the ball's going to go when it's shot. I mean, I know there's some scientific stuff about the odds are, you know, on the runner that time, number 22, Chris Watson, the odds are on a shot from here, the more times out of not it's going to go there. But some kids just seem to go where the ball goes. That's just that simple. Hunter having a little trouble controlling that ball. And Voss all over
on the ground.
Looking for the jump ball. Pioneer fans want a 10-second count on that one. 6 minutes to go here.
Brewster drives, throws up a wild shot, almost gets it to go.
Woo! He got in the air with nothing to do but fling it there.
I was going to say, he got up in the air. I don't think he wanted to shoot that, but there was nothing else to do.
From Melt. Oh, I don't like that. Panther fans didn't like it either. Manus with the ball. And good pressure.
Both teams really playing tough defense.
Well, I think it's going to get a little bit tougher as we get through this last 5 minutes, 48 seconds. Panthers trail by 11. Alleman ahead, 49-38.
Well, with 5:48 remaining, I'm predicting both teams will be shooting that
super bonus
before the game's over.
Block. Good call.
Watson going strong to the hole, but who was that? Sparks going to pick that one up?
I think so, Coach.
Tried to step in front, but just couldn't quite get there.
He was close. I will say that. He was in the ballpark.
Watson will go to the line. He's got 6 on the night. He'll try to get his 7th and 8th there. He gets 1 in the bonus. 9 team fouls now for the Panthers, so Pioneers will be in the super bonus next time.
First one on its way. It's good. 50-38. UT is going to have to get the ball down the court. We talked even with 5:44 going down by 12, you still got to get a good shot. A lot of patience on a good shot. Position substitution coming here now. Soder's going to sit down for just a minute. Whoa, ref, don't bring the ball in play. Paul Linden comes in.
Well, this is a mismatch. Linden's not going to guard Bandy, I guarantee you that.
I think they're going to have to drop back and do something else here. If that's the plan. There's the switch. See how smart that is, though? Right now, Manus makes the switch.
Yeah.
Linden knew. It didn't take Linden long to realize, I don't want this match.
Linden was pointing all the way down the floor. Nah, not my guy.
I'm going to drop back here in the lane, and somebody else going to guard him. Panthers need that to go. Nice rebound there. Voss with the ball. Rebound that time by Chris Watson. Ahead to Manus. Inside. Linden drops the ball. That's what they need out of their big guys inside. Catch the ball a little better.
Brewster takes it all the way. Whoa, my goodness. Jacob Brewster really had to work hard to get that bucket. 51-40.
Wow.
We got to reach in here. I was looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah, got a knee into him again. Got his knee into him.
Okay. Brian Sparks picks up his third foul. That'll be the super bonus now for the Pioneers, and Watson was going to go to the line.
And Sodas is coming right back in, Coach. That 12-second rest or whatever it was, that's plenty. Now go play 5:04. We'll see you when this thing's over.
We'll let you wipe your face off with a towel, and I'll go check back in.
2 shots for Watson now. On its way and good. 52-40. Pioneers lead. 5:04 to go.
Every time the Panthers make a slight move, the Pioneers come right back.
Boom. Count that one. Dan Coyne-Logan's going to check in for the Pioneers, and he's in for Nate Vermelt.
10 points for Chris Watson now. $17 for Pat Voss. Steve Sotos with 16. So 3 Pioneers in double figures. Duran trapped.
Great defense there. Powerful that time. Come out. Manus comes out with that ball.
Again, that's good anticipation by Manus.
Beautiful pass. Quick release inside by Chris Watson. Voss to Watson.
Well, the Pioneers are showing their experience and their poise right now. The Panthers are trying to turn the defensive pressure up, and they're handling it well. They're finding an open man, and they're not hesitating. They got a good shot.
There's a good play.
Nice pass from Duran to Evans. He finishes it off. Gets his first basket of the fourth quarter. He's been on the bench.
It's good for the other. Quick foul
reach
there.
in. Who's he going to go on here?
Warden, I think, Coach.
Yep, looks like Warden.
Well,
Sparks looked at him and couldn't believe it.
Well, Duran that time when he penetrated, he was looking to either shoot or pass, and you got to do that. Voss was the same way down at the other end there, so.
Manus, 4 points on the night, has yet to go to the line.
He's right there right now. Count it.
And he's perfect from the line.
Yes, he is. Absolutely perfect. Got a sub coming in. Might be for the shooter. He will be. The 40 ready to check in. Jeff O'Hearn, 6'3" junior. Manus can drill this one. He's in the ball game. Manus out. O'Hearn in. 57-42.
Pioneers now pressuring the ball a little bit. Get it into Sparks.
Oh my.
He's trapped immediately. He dribbles through pressure. We got to reach in on Voss.
And Coach Schulte's looking at Voss. Voss looking at the referee, but Coach Schulte's looking at Voss and pointing to the scoreboard. 57-42.
Yeah, what do you need? What are you doing that for?
I give him 2 points. And Voss will do that about once every 7-8 games.
First foul on Pat Voss, too.
One of those every 7 or 8 games.
Yeah.
And still, Coach Schulte's coaching. He knows Voss isn't going to do that again, but he still, reinforce that information.
Brian Sparks at the line now, 1 on the bonus. He's got 3 points, make it 4 on the night now. His first free throw is up and good.
A violation. I was watching away from the play, but a violation on UT. You guys are taping that. Replay that thing. Call us up. Let us know what it was.
I say somebody stepped into the lane.
Yeah, I think or change positions, one or the other. But either way.
Well, there wasn't any protest from anybody, so here we go. We got that's pretty good defense by Cody Duran there.
That's not an offensive foul, though. You got to come down there and shoot that one.
Watson got up in the air and didn't have anything to do with it, but run over Duran.
Well, the call may well be he hit him before he passed it. If he hit him before he passed it, it's an offensive foul. If you pass first, then you go shoot. In this case, you go shoot 2 free throws.
Well, yeah. Super bonus coming up next time now. Both teams will be shooting 2 from now on. Bandy, nice quick move. Pulls up, pops it. Oh, no, just a little strong. Reach in on Warden. Boy, it's going to be a parade to the free throw line, folks.
3:54 to go. Pioneers lead 57-43. Are you marking down the time?
Yeah, we're going to start the pool.
It's going to be a while now.
Chris Watson is going to go to the line.
And you know, you got at this point in time, you got to think about doing that. You're in a situation where this is either going to become about a 20 point ball game, 20 to 25 point game, or it becomes a 7-8 point ball game, one or the other.
Yeah.
58-43 right now, 3:54 to go.
And so far, the Pioneers have really stepped up big at the line here in the fourth quarter. They have yet to miss one from the line, and I couldn't even jinx them there.
Yep.
Sometimes you talk about that stuff, the guy throws a brick up.
Yeah, I always wondered about that, but I said, unless you're standing there right in the kid's ear screaming it in his ear, he probably didn't know you mentioned that. So,
no, probably not.
So it didn't make any difference to him.
I've done it in my living room, though, watching games on
talk
TV.
the guy out of it?
Yeah, I can talk the guy out of it.
I do it on replays. When I know they're going to miss one, I can talk them out of it. 3:42 to go, 59-43.
Brewster on the drive all the way,
That is a good
uncontested,
play.
lays it up and in. Yeah, he went to slip a little bit on the back door there. Brewster, 5 fourth quarter points now.
Well, you know I'm not much for predictions, but I'll tell you one thing. It's going to take a fine Class A basketball team to ever beat Alleman this year. Too much experience. They got good speed, good size, good shooting. And when they get Wood back with the ability
that'll give him some little
you bet.
depth at the...
Well, he's walking in there, Coach. I keep forgetting how big he really is. He's 6'6", you know. And you come in 6'6" there. You got Linden getting some playing time. I mean, that adds huge depth to your program. Because one of these kids, you know.
Well, you know, because they're gonna run into some teams somewhere along the line. They're gonna have a couple, 3 big kids.
Oh, that's right. Exactly. But it doesn't hurt you to bang all these ball games, these 10 conference games here in the Western Big Six either.
No. Dan Coyne Logan at the line now. He misses his first one.
Drops
Makes a few adjustments and knocks that second one down. 60-45.
15-point lead by the Pioneers. 3:15 to go.
Pioneers take the pressure off now. They're going to just be content to play good, solid defense at their end. Make the Panthers work hard
Like
for their
right now,
shots.
Brewster's working real hard to find that shot.
Evans on the block, up and
Nice
good.
play. Sodas tried to block that block that off the board. He was the second man back here, and sometimes they can block that.
13 points now for Josh Evans.
Boss.
Make it 15.
Pops it out. And Alleman's going to slow this thing down a little bit. 2:44 to go.
Yeah.
Voss will get to that free throw line.
Sparks back in the lineup now. Manny's going to sit down.
Voss walks to that free throw line. 13-point lead for the Pioneers. Some of the fans are starting to head for home, but most fans, nice crowd here tonight. Most of the fans are hanging in here.
First points of the fourth quarter for Pat Voss. That's his 18th on the night. Looking for number 19. Chalk it up.
Perfect. 62-47.
His last 6 points have been on free throws.
Yeah, and he'll have a few more here before we get this.
I believe you're right, Coach. I believe you're right,
Unless
Coach
Alleman unless the UT just doesn't foul him, but he's going to have the ball in his hand.
Nope. Got something away from the ball here.
Sodas, I think, is going to pick this one up. Holden coming across the lane. We'll check that out. 32, yep. Super bonus, Coach.
Evans going to go to line, shoot a pair. He had 7 in the first half. He's got 8 here in the second half. For 15 points. He's got a chance to extend that. 15-point Pioneer lead with 2 minutes and 29 seconds left as Evans hits his first.
Boy, that slow start just killed UT tonight, Coach. But
well, you start with that 23-4.
23-4, 9.
And then they played him, outscored him in the second quarter, played him an even third quarter. But that's a 19 points
nice
you got to make up.
Inside. Beautiful ball handling. Coyne Logan on a nice pass.
And
inside.
you run that risk when you run that pressure defense.
Nate Vermel on that basket, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I thought. I was so busy looking for the assist man, I missed who made the basket.
That's 8 for him.
Nice
Evans.
block by Sodas. Oh, Warden's having a good ball.
Warden shows up. That's his first points of the second or the fourth quarter. 64-51.
Well, they're trying to keep the ball away from, oh, look out. Voss on the draw. Beautiful pass. Sodas. 4-2 assist by Voss. 66-51. 1:46 to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, they're trying to pressure that ball a little bit. They're going to get a lot of cheapies now.
And you got to do it as best
unless you can steal it.
But you got guys like Voss, Coyne Logan has a good eye for passing that ball. All the Pioneers really, they're looking for the cutters. They know where each guy's going to be.
You know, they play very good team ball.
They sure do.
Uh-oh, nice hands by Watson there.
And the good news about teams that don't have any real tall guys, you know, you don't have one guy stuck as a post player. I mean,
you know, I think the last time we had them on Family Ties, they started 3 guys at 6'2" and 2 guys at 5'10", and that was their lineup.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Got some subs in for the Panthers right now. About 3 or 4 subs.
Got Sylvester Banks in there, number 30. Number 21's in the ball game.
Jonathan Borden's in, 52.
Jonathan Borden's in number 52. Steve Lopez checks in, number 34. He's got the ball. Number 21, that's Carl Killian. Jonathan Borden, sophomore, up for the dressing with the varsity, gets a shot off.
Oh,
nice dish
pass.
down Duran to Steve Lopez. He puts it up and through.
1 minute to go. Oh, look out. Craig D. Decker. Count that one. 68-53. Craig D. Decker, 6'8" senior on the dunk.
Killian in the corner. Back to Duran.
Oh, a little while. Pass got away there. Number 30 ends up. That's Mike Watson with the ball. 2, Nate Vermelt. Oh, tough pass. Voss gets there. Now the Alleman Pioneers are going to spread this out. The Pioneers are going to go to 3-3 in the conference. They're going 15-5. Jump ball. 15-5 overall. 22 seconds to go.
And you mentioned it earlier. It's going to take a very, very good
Joe Stays,
Class
number 14,
18
you bet.
to knock these guys off.
Woo. Stays, number 14, comes in the ball game. Looking around a little bit, 54 is Dan Parsons. He comes in the ball game. He's a 6'6" junior. Stays is a 5'8" junior. The big kids get a chance to get a little bit of playing time here.
But as we say when coaches get their...
54. Parsons gets one out of the corner, won't go.
You know, these guys are the guys, they come to practice every day, and they work just as hard as the guys that see all the minutes.
Hey, that
ran from the corner.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach Smith, this has been quite a ball game here tonight. Great start by the Alleman Pioneers, 23-4 in the first quarter. The Panthers came back a couple times, but Alleman prevails here, 68-53. Some quick comments, Coach, on your part about the ball game.
Well, I'm wrapping up here. The Pioneers, every time the Panthers, we mentioned they came back a couple times and got it to 4 at one time. Pioneers made a major answer to that one, 9 unanswered points at the end of the first half. Panthers played them even up in the third quarter. Too much balance, too much experience, too much savvy on the Pioneers' part for the Panthers to stay with them on a consistent basis. The UT would take a little run at them, and the Pioneers would answer every single time. And they've got good leadership in Pat Voss, and they've got good players. Steve Sotos had a huge game tonight, offensively, defensively, on the boards.
Right. And I think UT's still looking for that lineup. I don't know that, when you go back to the locker room, and tomorrow they'll come in and look at that video, and I think they're still a little uncertain as to what is the best lineup. Who do we go with? Can we come up with 5 guys? Maybe they're not our best 5 basketball players, but 5 guys are going to play together consistently, because I tell you what, the difference in physical skills tonight, it was not a lot, I don't think, between Alleman and UT. No. It's like you say, UT's playing sophomores and juniors in a lot of these positions, and Alleman's playing seniors with state tournament experience at the same positions, and it just showed tonight in this ball game. So, been fun though.
Yeah.
Been fun.
That was a good one. Again, the Pioneers led by Pat Voss with 19, Steve Sotos with 18. Chris Watson chips in with 14 points. And the leading scores for the Panthers, Josh Evans with 17 on the night, even though he went to the bench for quite a while in the second half with foul trouble. And Tyson Warden chips in 15 in a start for him. So Panthers got some players, and the Pioneers, Panthers are young. Pioneers are experienced. It kind of showed tonight.
Right. And the UT sophomores won again tonight. Looked very good again. So, and they're doing that without Evans and Warden.
Right.
And so, consequently, the future looks good. That ball club looks like for the next 2 years at least, the UT is going to be pretty sharp. So, I guess we're about done here at the Panther Den. This is a TCI Channel 38 Family Ties production. This is Jim Sanders with Jim Smith, John Medina doing the directing, the camera work, the producing, and just about everything else. We're going to see you the next time, Coach.
So long, everybody.